Hello everyone, today we are sketching at Arrtx Temple, and this building used to be a simple joss house that was built in 1821, and that small joss house was subsequently rebuilt as this temple in 1839. So this building is actually more than 100 years old. So this temple is located along Telok Ayer Street, and this is an interesting street in the sense that there is an Indian temple over there, and we have the Chinese temple here, and over there is a Malay mosque, and further down there is a church. There are actually many places of worship in Singapore. It's just that you don't normally find the places of worship for the four big religions at a single location. This place is really popular with tourists. And if I am not wrong, this temple used to be in front of the sea, which has been reclaimed. So now this place is actually surrounded by tall office blocks around. So this is actually part of the CBD area in Singapore. Alright, let me show you the tools that I'll be using for today's sketch. So this is an accordion watercolor sketchbook that I received from someone at the Asia Link Sketch Walk that happened in Penang a few months ago, and I received some sponsored stationery as well. These are from Pentel. This is the Pentel Flute Tune Roller Ball Pen that uses oil-based gel ink, and I don't think there's a lot of ink. And gel pens like this, they use up ink really quickly. And these are the Pentel brush sign pens, and I have reviewed them before, but the company added new colors. The ink is supposed to be waterproof. I have acrylic markers as well, and of course I've brought along my watercolor box. The Pentel brush sign pen is actually not opaque, but it does well when it comes to adding details. So the pen tip is actually soft, so if you want to, you can use this to draw fine lines or press down a bit harder to get the thicker lines, the thicker strokes. These green lines were added with the Pentel brush sign pen, and this is not that opaque. And these were added with the acrylic markers, and you can see the covering strength is fantastic. The opaque acrylic ink is great for covering or overlaying over other colors. And with this, I can add some details. You know what, I can just use the brush sign pen to add some details on the architecture. And this is the acrylic marker from Arrtx. I love the opacity. This is really opaque. One downside to these markers is the cap is difficult to post behind because it drops off really easily. Using mixed media for me is quite challenging because you have to switch between all the different tools, but it's fun because the style is very different compared to just using watercolor. And you get the opacity, which looks really nice. Adding these details with the acrylic marker is so convenient. And the last thing I need to do is to add people in the scene, because right now you can see this temple is deserted. So let's have some people in the scene. Let's try drawing people with the brush sign pen. Okay, you can see that it's not that opaque. And having all these additional colors does make the scene look more lively. I probably should have added the horizontal line texture before the green. So now adding all this is quite tedious. I guess if I'm working at home, I can probably, add more details to all these people that are standing around. Right, the sketch is complete, and I must say that it turned out way better than I expected, because I actually seldom create mixed media art like this. I usually don't use so much acrylic paint, but today I just wanted to experiment, just to test out a different workflow, and this turned out really well. And it was really fun to create this piece. So sometimes I use the acrylic marker to draw lines, but sometimes I use it to block out shapes like that. And of course, sometimes I use it to cover over the watercolor. And now let's see what other sketchers are up to. Oh wow, the sun is finally coming out. Alright, thanks for watching. So if you happen to be in Singapore and you want to join us for our sketch walks, you can find out where the next location will be in the video description below. See you guys in the next video. Bye!